Hello and welcome to ACS Golf, and today's video I'm looking at the difference between these two putters, so the AI-one and the AI-one milled putter, both from Odyssey, both 2024 clubs. Now I've done in-depth reviews of both these clubs for the channel already, guys, so do check that out. Talk about all the technology in here, go for the ACS Golf Scale, and also show you some footage on course with both of them. So do check the channel out for that, and remember to hit the subscription button as well if you're new to the channel, so you don't miss out on weekly reviews such as this, and also extra videos like the one I'm doing right now as well. So do hit that subscription button and the bell icon so you do not miss out, because there's lots of videos coming up. But as I said, I just wanted to chat through today the differences that I have found between these two, taking them both out quite a bit onto the course, because I'm really testing about which one I want to put in the bag. Yes, I know they are different shapes, but in the end of the day, they're both mallets, so both forgiving and sort of the size that I'd be looking for when it comes down to putter personally for myself. And also really, just be talking about other things like aesthetics. This, if we go into the prices of these clubs, AI-one is £249 in the UK brand new. In the US, it's $300. The AI-one milled is £399 in the UK and $450 in the US. So you're looking at £150, $150 between these two. And so the question is, yes, let's discuss the difference between these guys, but also, is it worth it? Is £150 actually worth it? Is $150 worth it? We're going for the milled over the normal AI-one putter. So if we get into, let's talk about aesthetics first, because I had a real go about this one when I was talking about the aesthetics with it. And I'll go into that in a second, because, all right, if you're looking at the heads of the clubs, I completely agree. This one with the gold face looks a lot more premium in my mind. The paint on here looks like it might chip off potentially. Still a great looking club, but for me, I could tell this is a more premium one. Obviously, you've got a different inserts. You've got a white hot insert in here. You can see that AI-one there. So you can see like how they've changed the back of the insert, which I think is really cool. This still does have AI technology in it as well. It's an aluminium insert, I believe, off the top of my head. Check out the video to make sure I'm right. But you can't see there because, this is a whole point. This is a forged, a milled club, sorry. It's one piece. Oh, this is just, how they really do, but put it together. You've got plate at the bottom, etc. So yes, okay, this looks more premium, £150. Okay, there you go. Technically, this insert is more forgiving, they say, than this one. They say this is 25% more forgiving than other models or similar to it, while they say this, I think, is about 10%. A bit interesting now. Okay, so hold on, this is supposed to be more forgiving. Bit of a weird one. And then you get into sort of the real issues that I had. I'm just going to put the milled one down. Number one, the shaft. Both of them have exactly the same shaft in there. So both SL90 stroke lamps. There you go. Okay, so the extra money isn't getting you technically a better shaft. Interesting. Grips. The grip's exactly the same as well. I've actually changed that one's grip to something that I'd really like, Super Stroke one actually. So I'm not going to show you that because it's completely different. But the only difference between this and the milled grip is this little blue line around the milled is gold. Only different. Exactly the same grip. Okay, so you're spending £150, you're not getting a better grip. And then we go to head covers. Okay, so don't get me wrong, they are slightly different. You have different color schemes there, but overall, they're exactly the same quality, exactly the same inside, exactly the same on the outside. So all you're getting is a different color there, which again sort of really upset me. If you're spending £150 more, $150 more, make it a little bit different. Make the head covers maybe a little bit more premium. Make the grip slightly different, a little bit more premium feeling. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, how premium can you get with a grip? To be fair, this is a lovely grip, but still, try and differentiate a little bit from the more standard model. So that's the aesthetic side of it, my findings anyway, which, maybe I shouldn't be picking on it so much, but it is slightly annoying for me. If you're buying a premium putter, I want everything more premium than one below it. But anyway, it does mean this potentially is a great bargain. Now we're going on to performance, because these perform very, very differently. So my findings is, and this is the reason really for this video, because I really want to discuss this with you. You know, both out on a golf course, you know, had some really good birdies, long putts with them as well. Both missed a few putts. This one tends for me to be alignment. I tend to miss either left or right, while this one had the alignment nailed down. I just tend to be hitting it a little bit too softly and it dies just before it gets to the hole, which is extremely annoying, but that's something I can definitely work on. And obviously in alignment with here as well. But down to the feel and the performance. So feel of this with this white hot insert, it's definitely softer than this insert here. It really is. This is definitely a bit more firmer. So if you're looking for that real soft feel, go for this one. But with this insert, white hot, it does come off the face a lot hotter. And that was an issue that I'm finding between these clubs. You know, for me, I'm not going to lie, I'm sort of, you know, a bit hefty with everything. I won't say I've got the most delicate touch when it comes down to golf. It's just not who I am. You know, years playing rugby and everything like that, you know, a bit more solid when I hit things. And with this, I find that I can hit it as I normally would. Yes, it's a little bit short at the moment, but I can definitely work on that. While this, if I went for it as normal, it would just spring off the face, really hot and go miles. I played a few courses recently, you know, a lot of these sort of better courses where the greens have been extremely quick. You know, in winter in the UK, you know, everything's been dead slow. So something like this actually works quite well. But now the greens have become quick. You know, the weather's a lot brighter now. You know, it's a lot drier. Suddenly this, I'm hitting, you know, well past the green, which I don't want to be doing. You know, it's not a good thing. I need it to be stopping just past the hole, or obviously just in front of it, you know, so I can have a tap in maybe the second putt. You know, potentially with this could lead to 3 putts if it goes too far past. So issue for me there with that white hot. But someone who's got a bit more finesse sort of swing with your putter, and you know needs that little extra boost because you are always short of the green, short of the hole, sorry, then this could work a wonders. So there you go. There's the difference between that white hot face and this one. While this, as I said, is far more sort of, you know, doesn't spring off the face. So you really need to sort of have that stroke correct with it to get the right distance with it. Really good to keeping it straight. Perfect. Really happy with it. But if you need, you know, if you always find your putts are always short, I'd be going for the white hot insert. If with me, where they used to always tend to be a bit longer, then this is the perfect one because it is a lot more controlled. And that's what I would say actually. This putter is a lot more controlled than this one. Weighting wise, I'd say they both feel exactly the same. I mean, they both got weight systems on the bottom, so you can change the weight. Alignment aids, they both got good alignment aids. It's very much what model you type prefer. I prefer this sort of shape over this one, so I did find this easier to align up. And so there you go. There's my sort of findings, you know, very brief findings between these two. You know, I've had some really good putts with them. I've had some bad putts with both of them. In the end of the day, they're putters and it comes down to the person using them. But I just wanted to say what the different feels were and who should really be looking at these two putters. You know, if you want that, you know, that firmer feel and also, you know, to be in a lot more control, which I feel like this one is, then you go for this. If you need a little bit of help with distance, you know, you need that sort of spring off the face, and you want that softer feel, then it is this one. So there you go. Now, overall, do I think there's £150, $150 between these two? No, I don't. I really don't. I mean, I know this is premium, and I know it's a milled face and therefore more expensive process. But I definitely think personally, maybe drop this one up, maybe bring that price up a bit. And then so you can basically go, all right, well, what feel do I want? And rather than going, I need to spend more money for this feel or I need to spend less for this one, you know, have it in the middle and be like, okay, I want firmer, I want more precision, I want this. You know, I want softer, I want more power, I want this. It'd be good if they just had them the same price because I don't think there's enough differential between them to really judge, well, to really, you know, accept the fact that this is £150 more than this. However, which one will be going in my bag? And it's going to be the milled. I love the look of it, you know, now. I've really had it in the bag. I love that shape. and I just love the feel. I don't need that springiness from the white hot. I need a little bit firmer and to be a little bit more control. Yes, recently I've been left with a few putts short. I mean, I went out last weekend for a tournament, didn't do too well, won't talk about it, but had 4 really good birdie opportunities, only got 2 of them, and the other 2 were online and just short. So a little bit annoying, but definitely something I can work on. But there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I think I've rambled on for probably a little bit longer than I wanted to, but there's the differences that I've found between these 2 putters. Both cons, both positives. When it comes down to forgiveness, though, I will say I definitely think this is more forgiving. With that white hot face in there, it really is more forgiving. Similar shape here, but I would say this is more forgiving. If you need that sort of pace and you want to keep it sort of going, and go for that. Don't get me wrong, the forgiveness of this is great, but I don't say this is any different between Scotty Cameron or any other premium putters. I will also add, before I go, and I forgot to say, best roll I've ever had with a golf ball. Even though I'm putting this one in the bag, best roll I've ever had with a golf ball. Really noticed the roll on this was really end over end. Was amazing the first time I put it in the bag, to be fair. So do be aware of that. Awesome roll. So yeah, there you go. All right, guys. All right, try and not drop that putter. I hope you enjoyed this video. Tried to keep it brief and in the end didn't quite keep it as brief as I wanted. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Do remember to subscribe to the channel, as I mentioned. Got some great reviews coming up for you guys, going for the ACS Golf Scale, etc. as well. And do remember to check out the reviews of these online. All right, I'll see you soon for the next ACS video. All right, see you then.